Prince Harry was, of course, the party fun-loving prince who always liked to laugh, but it appears not anymore. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Hope you're keeping well, and thank you as ever for joining me. We're in Parliament Square today against, of course, a beautiful, iconic red phone box. But as ever, back to your royal story today. Now, it all centres on this basic brand new cartoon series which has been put out by HBO Max, and you may have read online about how they're rather cruel about the 8-year-old Prince George, and it is a kind of cruel satire. But of course children don't necessarily pick that up, and I think more importantly, if William and Catherine were upset by this, then they would of course be making it known via Kensington Palace. So far we've not heard a word. And it does feature all members of the British royal family, and I'm sure Her Majesty the Queen may have a giggle at some of the satire aimed at Harry and Meghan. Now, here's where it gets, of course, rather interesting, simply because while we've not heard a word from Kensington Palace, it does appear that over in LA, Prince Harry's not too keen on the way that he's portrayed in this particular cartoon series. You see, he's sort of portrayed as a bit dumb and not quite understanding that he now doesn't live in a palace anymore, and he doesn't have all these servants running around after him. Is this truth or reality, Harry? Work that bit out. I do kind of feel though that the cartoon people have gone a little bit easier on Meghan, and they've made her look more stylish, and of course the jokes are less aimed at her and more at Harry. Now you could say that's because he's more famous and she's not, but I would like to say I think it's more about the litigious mind and battles that Miss Markle likes to take on, and perhaps they're a little bit concerned about that. For now though, it does appear that Prince Harry's not having a sense of humour about this particular series, and they could of course run into some problems as it unfolds if they don't like what they're seeing or hearing, and more importantly of course if it makes a mockery of Prince Harry. My suggestion would be to the ex-royal couple is simply this: I would embrace it. It's good for your brand, and it shows people that you do have a sense of humour about yourself, and in particularly the brand new life that you've chosen to undertake while living in the US. Neil Sean in the heart of London.